Hey guys, welcome back to another Nade Spot video, this time focusing on my top 10 spots for Dust 2, for those of you that just want to learn a few to help team play with your buddies and aren't too fussed of learning all the spots you can do. You'll find 4 spots for T and 6 for CT, mainly smokes and flashes. I hope you enjoy. So the first smoke I want to talk about is smoking from T-spawn to long at the start of a round and allowing your guys to push out long without being contested by the CTs that are also pushing long. So the way this works is you want to aim at this part of the door and up to it'll be in between these lamps. Then as you hit this sandbank, you want to hold shift to walk and throw the smoke. So it's going to fly over like this, bounce just off the wall and smoke right off this corner here. So the way this smoke works best is when you get a nice early spawn here. So, I mean, if you're spawning, let's put these into 3 sort of areas. So the first area would be here. And if you spawn here, this smoke's pretty much a no-go, because by the time you've thrown it, your guys that are spawning over that side would have already pushed out, and by the time you get there, the CTs will already be set up in a position. So it's really not useful if you spawn here. If you spawn sort of in the middle area, so anywhere where you can see down mid, it's decent. It's not great, but by the time you've pushed out, the CTs will push out at the same time, and there's potential that they've already gone round your smoke, but they won't be set up. They'll be coming out of your smoke as you come out. But if you spawn sort of in this final area, the closest one to A, by the time, let's say by the time you get, say here, let's just put a smoke down for measure. Oh, by the time you're here, so you've come out, you're about this area, that's when the CTs are going to be pushing the smoke. So you've got a really easy time just watching this angle, and as you peek round, you know no one's pit, you know no one's here, because you've got a really great spawn. And you can just peek it around to car, and then carry on, maybe go into pit. And then that's it, you've taken long. And that's the idea of the smoke. Once you've taken long, you can then make a play from there. One thing to note is that if you do have a smoke down here, is that don't push up until it's faded away. Because sometimes you can get a CT that's here, the smoke will go, and he won't move, and he'll sit in the smoke and wait. And then once it's cleared, he'll try and backstab you. So, I mean, generally, if you can, wait until it's gone. Just make sure there's no CT in it, and then make your play. So the second smoke I want to talk about is this T-spawn to Xbox smoke. So let's say the reason this is one of my top smokes is, say you've got your mid smoke. So this is your classic mid smoke, bounces off the doors and lands through there, right? So you've got that down. What if they have a CT AWPer, okay? So this is the view the CT AWPer gets of short. So if you want to push short, it's not feasible because this is body level, right? So your head's going to be about here. As you're coming out, he's going to get those picks. And as you try and push short, he's definitely going to get those picks. So the way this works best is, so let's say you've got your mid smoke down. Then you can come around here, and it's really, you don't have to be precise at all. You can come up to this shadow, just make sure you're on it sort of thing. Aim just at the top of this wire, the tallest one. And it's just going to fly over and bounce down like that. It's such straightforward smoke, and it's really fast as well. And it's going to pop straight away. So you can see the view the AWPer's got now from this area. It's just completely smoked out. And especially if you've got this smoke down as well, whatever, there's no way he's going to see a thing. If he tries to cut in here, he's just not going to see anything. The smoke's gone now, but it's such a great smoke, especially combined with this one, and it lets you get a really easy short push on. And then you just got to worry about clearing here. And if you play it with the guys at long, who've managed to push into long like this, they've got their smoke up. They've taken pit. They can clear the sight, the back of sight, and goose. They've got all that done. And as you guys are pushing up short, they've got no info that you're coming. You just have to clear out the corner, the ninja spot here, and maybe this side of boxes and elevator. And combined, you've cleared the whole site with a split. So it's a really great tactic to use both those smokes in unison when you're going for an A split. So T-smoke I just want to briefly touch on is when you've taken control on mid, right, you push down, you want to do a split push into B, okay? So you come into Xbox, you look up at this window, and you throw a quick smoke up there. So smoke bounces down, goes into CT like this, and you all have a merry time pushing up into B. But the problem with this is that the CTs can counter it by coming onto these boxes here and just having a peek out. They get a lot of vision there. They can also come on top of these boxes and have a look out, maybe look up onto the ramp. And they can also, if they jump across from those boxes, they can have a peek over the top of this box here, and they can see all the way up to the ramp again. So I'm not saying don't use the smoke, I'm just saying you need to be aware of what can happen when you do use the smoke and what the CTs can use to counter it. So an improvement upon this smoke, which can actually take out 2 spots, is to just come in this corner, right? Take a couple steps back, then just aim above the window, tap forwards, and throw the smoke. And it's going to fly over, and it's going to go a little bit further in and a little bit more to the left, right? So you've still got this area covered, but now these boxes are covered too. You can't see while you're on top of them. You can't look up into the ramp or anything. And this area, it's still there, so you need to be careful about this one. But if you play down the right side, they can't see you. And another way that this smoke works is that this area can be just double naded by bouncing nades off there. And if you double nade it, you're gonna kill anyone there. They can't jump across because obviously you've nullified this area, so it's then really difficult to get it right. And if they boost up into it, this double nade is gonna kill 2 guys. So you're gonna have a great time with a double kill. You could potentially just firebomb it as well, or even better, just do the right box. And providing the smoke lands where it should, that's not going to be an issue burning it out. It's still going to kill the guys that are trying to stack there. So you've taken out this spot and this spot, and then this one is only a worry for this sort of area here. So if you're standing here and having a look, you're going to get headshot. But once you're at the top of the ramp, all they can see are bum and legs. So it's bum and legs all the way to B. Or if you play on this side, they can't see you at all. So window is completely covered. So the first smoke I want to talk about on the CT side is when you get a nice early spawn here, you can jump up onto this green bin, aim just above this second line of patterns here, up to the corner of this tin roof, and throw the smoke. The smoke's going to fly over, bounce off this roof here, hit the door, and land in long right there. And that'll pop about the time your earlier CT is going to hit this corner. So the T's shouldn't have pushed out by then unless they got a cracking good spawn, in which case they're going to land, they're going to be pushing out literally as the smoke pops. So you're going to get the one guy. The one guy is going to push out, and hopefully your CT is going to be able to deal with him. It's also a good counter for when the T's put down their smoke here. You've also got your smoke popped, so you both have to push around a smoke. And you end up with a sort of a stalemate where the smokes cancel each other out, and you get this, you're both pushing around the smoke at the same time, and then you can still get in position if you want. So my next CT smoke is again at the start of the round, and this is when you want to head over to B, and you want to smoke it off so the T's can't count how many cross. So you can just bounce the smoke off this box here, and then push across in it, and the T's aren't going to be able to see who crosses, but if you have an AWP, he's still going to be able to hold this angle, or peek around and get these picks without having to worry about you trying to smoke off these doors, right? So it's a great early start to the round to deny the T's getting info without giving the T's a free smoke to let them push mid or take mid control or whatever. So I'm quickly going to show 3 flashes and you can use when you're trying to hold B. So the first is if you're on this spot here, right? So if they're starting to rush you, you've got a guy closet maybe who's calling the footsteps. You can just throw a flash on this area here, and that's going to pop without getting you, and it's going to go right here. So this is going to get anyone in the tunnels. Obviously they've got time to turn away from it, but if they're pushing out, you can duck, you can throw it and duck behind the box. They'll push out and turn, and then when they've turned, you can just pop back up and take them out as they're not even looking at you. So second one you can use is if you're in this back corner here, say a one-on-one, there's a guy in closet, and you're taking pot shots, you can't quite kill him. You can come in here and throw these flashes here, and it's gonna pop like that. And the guy in closet, you see where it bounces, just here. So the guy in closet's either gonna have to take it to the face or turn away, and I mean you can play this angle as it pops. So it's a really great flash if you've got this sort of one-on-one situation. So again, just a quick example would be maybe you're coming in for the retake, it's a one-on-one. You're checking out the site, you're going in, you see him in closet, so you drop down. You just quickly pop this flash and take him out that way. So the final flash is one that Adren actually showed in his channel, and it's basically when you're playing maybe a rifleman on this door or more of a closet angle, right? And you want to play an AWP up on this window, for example. So you can take this peek, you can take this shot, but then after the first shot, maybe you want to fall back. You can throw this flash, just line it up with sort of the edge of this box, and just run forwards and throw it there. And this is going to pop just here, right into this box, meaning anyone coming out of tunnels is going to get done by it. So if they're pushing out here, So you've taken the first shot, then they come in and they have to turn away from it. You're going to be able to re-peek and maybe get that second shot. And the best thing is that your rifleman is absolutely fine. He's not going to get touched by that flash, whether he's playing sort of this closet or playing the door area here. Whatever happens, he's gonna be untouched by that flash. It's a really great one for that sort of two-man B hold. So the final two flashes I want to talk about are when you're holding A, and you've got some people coming up long, so they're starting to push out, and maybe you're reaching this sort of area here. So the first one's gonna be, say you've got a guy mid, so you're not worried about that, and you've got a guy short, you're not worried about those two areas, or you've got a guy watching short, whatever. So you're just focusing on long. So there's a really great pop flash you can do, which is just to come up about halfway along this wall, whatever. You don't have to be that precise, and just tap forwards, throw the flash, and just push out with it like that. And this is going to pop right here, so anyone playing long, they don't have any chance to turn away from that. And they're going to get it full in the face, and you can just come out with it. And generally what you'll find is they'll get flashed, and they'll start to backpedal, and maybe bunch together or whatever. And so you get a really easy spray down or just tap shots on them as they're trying to push up. And the second one is when you come into this corner, so say you're playing here, you've got some guys spotting out long, and you again hear that they're starting to push. So you can come push yourself into this corner, get a flash out, just aim it. There's these little sort of metal ringlets, and this one's sort of a half one. You aim at the second one here, the first sort of full one, and just bounce the flash off there. And it's gonna fly over, bounce just on the top of this block here, and then flash anyone trying to play down long, try and push long, no matter where they are. So it's really great, especially when they're about here, for example, and they're trying to contest the site, and it's just gonna be just up there, out of their vision, but it's still gonna flash them, and it's gonna be, even if they see it, maybe they're playing here, even if they see it coming over, they're gonna be focusing on the site and focusing on trying to kill the people playing maybe these really annoying positions like this. So what you generally want to do is do your flash when you get a call that they're starting to push out long. Do your flash, peek out. Obviously, don't swing out because anyone here is not going to be flashed, but just peek out and try and get the kills as they're coming into this area. So that's all from me, guys. That was my top 10 favorite nade spots for Dust2. Thanks a lot for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want some more content like this, make sure to check out my other videos. I have a bunch of playlists set up for nade spots across the popular maps. I have some more CS tutorial videos. I also have some gameplay footage and general stuff like that. So just click on my channel, go to my playlists, and just have a peruse around there. And if you want more future content, just hit that big red subscribe button. It means a massive amount to me. Thank you so much, guys. Really hope you enjoy this video. Peace out.